Then Act 2, Scene 1. So it begins with a chorus, again, essentially catching us up on the plot in case we missed it, telling us that Romeo and Juliet have fallen in love. And it talks about the idea of passion, lens and power. So talking about how they're going to defy their families and showing the strength of their love. And then Romeo says, can I go forward when my heart is here? So he decides not to leave the Capulets' house because his heart is there, Juliet is there, again showing the strength of their love, this love at first sight, essentially, that he decides to risk everything and stay in the Capulets' house. And then Act 2, Scene 2. So that's the famous balcony scene where Juliet is at the balcony above Romeo, and he is looking up at her. And at first she doesn't know that he's there, and then he speaks to her, but he says, Juliet is the sun. Again, one of those very famous quotes implying that Juliet brings life and hope and joy to him, that she's kind of the centre of his world, and that she's faithful as well, with the idea that the sun rises every day. And so Juliet is kind of reflecting on the fact that he's a Montague. And she says, doff thy name. So doff means take off, in the same way that you take off a piece of clothing or a hat, implying that it's a simple thing to do. But obviously they know that they face a lot of difficulty. But the fact that she says that, doff thy name, showing the strength of their love, that they believe it's possible. And Romeo says, I'll be new baptized. So again, they realise that it's not actually possible, but he talks about the idea of essentially getting rid of his name and saying that he'll be new baptized if she loves him. So that metaphor there implying the transformative power of love. Again, the idea that love becomes like a religion to them and becomes the most important thing, that he kind of worships Juliet. And yeah, the idea of purification as well, and bringing purity from sin. So again, showing how much power their love has. You also see in this scene that Juliet is quite practical and grounded in reality, more so than Romeo is. So Romeo is asked, Juliet asks him how he got there, because he climbed the orchard wall, and he says, with love's light wings did I overperch these walls. And she straight away says that if he's found there, they will murder him. So she's thinking about the practicalities of it, and Romeo is kind of a little bit more idealistic. And you also see Juliet saying that it is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning. So the idea of something that doesn't last, that is quick and powerful, but transitory. And Romeo is kind of rushing things and wanting to get married the next day, which she does eventually agree to, but you do see that Juliet is more cautious than Romeo, although she does then throw caution to the wind and agree to it. So I think showing again the power of love, that Juliet, this character who was once very cautious, saying I'll look to like, very obedient, is now risking everything for love. So it's just showing that transformative power that love has. So they agree then that he's going to send word tomorrow and that they are going to be married. And Juliet keeps calling Romeo back, kind of the equivalent of saying, you hang up first, that she doesn't want to let him go, even though she knows that she has to. So showing how deeply she's fallen in love so quickly as well.